So our teams will soon be entering the arena. So the judge looking for consistency of quality across the team of dogs. So wait for our first group to come. 35 teams in all, said, with between 3 and 4 dogs in each team. We're going to see an awful lot of action. And here we go, Frank. The first
yes,
is
the Manchester Terriers of Mr. and Mrs. Knight, the Talonors, very successful kennel.
Our first team of 4.
There are the Manchester Terriers going round.
Yep, closely followed by the Norfolk Terrier, the next group. This is a Ruth Gill Watercroft stable. They have been reserve here and a 3rd place in the past in the breeders' competition.
A very impressive team of Scottish Terriers. Brindles, they're going a lot, and their handlers in a uniform costume as well.
We'll talk more about these costumes as we go along. The soft-coated Wheaton Terriers overtaking a little pause there from our Scottish Terrier. When you've got to go, you've got to go.
An Irish breed. Very impressive team of Afghan hounds. The Afghans, the Ayub Khan kennel.
That's the team of Basenjis from the Mawali kennel. That's Sarah Dunstan, the breeder.
And the Petit Basset Griffon Bondienne coming next. That's the Eriland kennel.
And the team of miniature smooth-haired Dachshunds. And that's from the Mummies Ami kennel. And the matching outfits, we should point out, they don't have any bearing on the actual judging, but it does all help to add to the spectacle.
Long, low and level, there we are. And here come the Harriers, one of the rarer hound breeds, recently reintroduced into the Royal Kennel Club registers.
And there's always a cheer for this team, the Irish Wolfhounds. These from the White Orchard and Ravensbeach kennel. Wendy Heather, the breeder. Always a crowd favourite.
And here come the Whippets, very elegant bunch of Whippets from the Tigal kennel of Mrs. Williams. Fawn and whites.
Here we are, the Coton de Tuileries. These range from just age 2 up to 8 years in that team.
The Coot Cotton kennel, one of the earliest kennels in the breed, Mr. and Mrs. Scott from North Yorkshire. And here come the Italian Greyhounds, the elegance, high-stepping action of the Italian Greyhounds. Miss Amsel, the Artemis kennel, highly successful in the breed.
These are the Pomeranians, champions in 2023. Can Avril Corthera-Purdy of La Riva do it again?
And mixed colours in her team. Now one of the rarer breeds, the Russian Toy. It's the first time they've had classes at Crufts, so they've had a good entry today. And here is the kennel, Russian Dream. Miss Harrison, very proud breeder of this selection, yes? Oh.
Well, we're missing one of the miniature schnauzers because he or she has been left behind and...
for a call of nature, yes.
Shall we say. There'll be a catch-up needed. But the miniature schnauzer, these from the Violas kennel.
And here are the miniature poodles coming in from the Caracolin, all carrying this mane of hair and the pom-pom on the tail. Team of black miniatures.
From the Balgay kennel, young team of Tibetan Spaniels entering the arena. Eileen MacDonald, the breeder.
Wonderful breed. And
a very young handler there at the end as well. We'll find out more about her later.
And a team of German, they're followed now by a team of German wire-haired pointers. Rustic, hard-coated, hunt, point and retrieve dogs.
Hungarian Vizslas come out. There are 2 different teams of Hungarian Vizslas. This from the Vislania kennel, Simon and Katie Chalice.
Becoming very popular as a breed. And here is an impressive team of Chesapeake Bay Retrievers. That waterproof, dense coat, a feature of the breed.
And Labrador Retrievers.
And they're just preceded by the curly coats who have got ahead of them here. The curly coated retriever. And here are the Labradors now.
They're catching up. They're catching up. Flying Pig Kennels. Caroline Smith, the breeder.
And here are the Nova Scotia duck-tolling retrievers. Wonderful for their rich red coat, their little white tips to their tail. Canadian breed.
Welsh Springer Spaniels.
Chanangel Kennel from North Yorkshire. 3 generations of the family there, I believe. And I'm talking humans there, yes, yes. The Alaskan Malamutes, powerful dogs from the working group.
And the Canadian Eskimo dogs. Sarah Atkins from the Kimugta Kennel. And these are still very much working dogs.
And another team of Eskimo dogs coming, actually, for a rare breed. We have two sets of Canadian Eskimos. This one from the Acna Kennel.
Now the Mastiffs between them, this team, we're told, weighs just under 400 kilogram, and you can see there, can't you? Very impressive sight from the Wamlu Kennel. The Portuguese Water Dog have come in. Now this team winners in 2024, looking to see if they can make it 2 in a row. From the Belleville Kennel.
And here's another Siberian Huskies, the fastest of the sled dogs.
2 groups of Siberian Huskies who've had the Siberia Drift and the Inukshuk Kennel have both made their entrance.
And here are the bearded collies from Mrs. Salter, the Iris Edition Kennel of bearded collies. And very similar, the Polish lowland sheepdogs, one of the rarer working pastoral breeds. This one from the Skyjack Kennel.
All our teams are in the arena. And I tell you what, Frank, this is quite a sight, isn't it? I mean, you're able to see all the different breeds, the handlers. I said the uniforms, the costumes, however you'd like to describe them, won't have an impact on the judging.
No, it may look very impressive to the ringside, but the judge discounts that. He's looking at the dogs, evenness of type, correct type for the breed, and that there's quality all the way through. It's no good them just looking alike if they're not good specimens of the breed. They have to be quality dogs. Of course, Murray will have prejudged these early. He'll have had closer looks in the outside ring. He'll have some idea in his mind of who he's going to have for the final 8.
What can a team do if he's got a good idea at this stage? Has he made his final decision, or could he still be swayed?
Well, obviously, coming into the big ring like this is a test of temperament. They've been judged in an outside ring. Here, thousands of people here, the lights, the cameras, the noise. It's a test of temperament. So they have to perform well here too.
And within a team, we might see the same breed. We'll also see different colours within that breed. Does that add or take away from the judging? How's that?
Not at all, because breed standards allow a variety of colour in many breeds. So as long as they're the correct type, perhaps having good type in a variety of colours is a bonus. Just making his way to the end of the line with his Nova Scotia duck tollers.
It'd be quite something if the Portuguese Water Dog team makes it into the shortlist after being champions last year. Kathy Thompson-Morgan and Ed Morgan, the breeders who were victorious on this famous green carpet.
The steward just giving him instructions of where to bring them in. And here comes the shortlist. The Norfolk Terriers come in first. The Watercroft Kennel.
Now who's going to be next on?
The soft-coated Wheaton Silkcroft, very successful, very uniform team there.
The Basenjis join the shortlist.
The Mawawi Kennel, or red and white Basenjis, very elegant.
From the toy group, our judges chosen the Artemis Italian Greyhounds.
And next in, the group of Italian Greyhounds coming forward now, high-stepping elegant, fine-coated.
Oh, the 2023 champions, the Pomeranians, make the shortlist, Frank.
Going for a double victory, perhaps, yes.
La Riva Kennel.
And there's a variety of colour, of the black one at the back and the shaded sable and the bright orange.
Next to come into the centre, please can we have the Wamloo Mastiffs.
Well, that's marvellous to get one of the rarer breeds, and very difficult to get soundness and size in the Mastiff breeds. That's very impressive.
Yeah, Mastiff is on the vulnerable breeds list. The Wamloo Kennel got a big cheer here in the arena when they were called out for the shortlist.
Another formidable kennel, these water dogs. Belleville, winners in the past.
Yeah, the defending champions. They won last year.
Shortlisted team this evening are the Irish Edition Bearded Collies.
The bearded collies are going to come in now. There they go.
Oh, this is our shortlist of 8 then. And what an impressive sight that is. And all of these dogs then, the judge determining a wonderful evenness of type. So he's now got a more difficult judging task to do, to really pick out the best of the best.
Yes, and now he'll perhaps move them again, see that they're all sound on the move, send them round to see uniformity of type in the top line and balance of the dogs. This is where, you know, good movement, showmanship might just tip the balance.
Well, we say goodbye to all the other finalists who are leaving the arena, and they have all done absolutely brilliantly to make it here to the Breeders' Competition at Crufts, and they would have all absolutely loved the experience.
It's every exhibitor's dream to get into the big ring at Crufts. It's a great experience, atmosphere like nowhere else. So they will have enjoyed it. They might be disappointed, but it's been a great achievement for them to get here. Yes, quite a long time to get. Takes quite a long time to get all these dogs out, yes.
Tell us about the costumes, Frank, though, because where did that start?
Well, actually, from Scandinavia, the Scandinavian countries, Sweden, Finland, they were the pioneers of the breeders' competitions, and, you know, it took off hugely. And, of course, they thought it would be a bit of a spectacle to have uniformity in the dogs, uniformity in the owners, in their costumes. And I say, it does make a smart picture. But it shouldn't detract from the dogs. The costumes of the owners shouldn't take away from looking at the dogs. They're the important ones.
So our judge is ready now to move our first team, which are the Norfolk Terriers from Watercroft stable. And they have had some success, Frank, in this competition in terms of being a reserve in 2018, third placed 2 years ago. So
yes.
they'll be hoping to improve that.
And Ruth G, highly successful breeder. She's on this side with the one who's being a little bit stubborn for her. So yeah, they can be very stubborn as well. The lowest set of the terriers, very cobby, compact and low to ground.
And whilst they are a team and you see them moving together, this isn't about them being able to move in unison, is it, in terms of the
Yes, well, you know, they should carry themselves well. I suppose that would add to the impression, all going well. One of them a bit stubborn there, but we'll see. So wonderful, wonderful terrier breed.
So those the Norfolk Terriers from Watercroft. Now on the move, we've got the Soft Coat and Wheaton Terriers from the Silkcroft stables, and one of the vulnerable breeds as well. So it is wonderful to be able to showcase these breeds.
And one of the Irish native breeds. The different shades, any shade of ripening wheat, says the breed standard. Soft coated texture, wheaten in colour. There they are, and going very well together.
And all 4 of these are champion dogs. So there is some history.
There's a sign of quality. 4 champions in the team. That's a strong team.
Now the Basenjis from the Mawali Kennel, Sarah Dunstan's. 4 siblings from 2 litters from parents imported from Australia.
And that's wonderful choreography. The handlers absolutely in step with them, and they look very good. There's an evenness of type, evenness of markings on the neck and legs, look. And that tightly curled tail, a breed feature. And this long swinging stride. They make a very good picture going round.
We'll see the high stepping action of the Italian Greyhound, the Artemis Kennel. Now, all of these are out of the same mother, Oreo.
So there's the evenness because they have all family relations going together. All fawn and white. A wonderful picture of elegance, fine-boned and dainty, and lovely fine skin. And one of the features is high-stepping action, which we see here.
And teams can, of course, feature dogs of different ages. They can be a mix of male and female. They could be from the same litter. They may not be.
That's
they may
right.
not be related. But isn't it about the type, isn't it? As you
Yes.
keep reiterating, Frank, the evenness in the breed.
Right, the buoyant little Pomeranians coming now from a highly successful winners of this competition in the past. Avril Kothira Purdy on this side, her husband next to her, and the rest of the team all going very well. They've had some schooling and choreography at home, I'm sure, practicing in the garden to get this evenness, turning at the right time. So
they're a very familiar sight here at Crufts because La Riva, the kennels, have competed here every year since this competition started in 2009. And you mentioned their recent success. That only came in 2023 with the Pomeranians. So they'll be hoping to repeat their success.
And this lovely brisk, buoyant action of the Pomeranian, very typical of them.
The Wamlu kennel, and we mentioned the Mastiff, another vulnerable breed.
And this is a great achievement. The Mastiff is a rarer breed. It's a challenge to breed the giant breeds, to get size, substance, and a bit of athleticism and light movement. And this is a very impressive team, so congratulations to them, yes.
Can it be more challenging to achieve evenness of type in some breeds over others?
Absolutely, because there's some which are late maturers, some which are not spectacular as a breed, but it's the type which is important. Are they correct for the breed?
Last year's winners, the Portuguese water dogs. And in fact, this team features 3 of the 4 dogs that were on this carpet to win the competition last year. So this team from Belleville will hope that they can repeat the feat.
Based near Doncaster, that's Kathy Morgan on the right here. Very successful breeder, not only of this breed, but of the Norfolk Terriers as well. She's highly skilled, great eye for a dog.
Of course, we see that particular clip for a water dog.
It is. It's just sort of protective. It's the mane at the front gives them buoyancy in the water, the plume on the tail to protect them from the cold water.
Now the team from Iris Edition, the bearded collies. Now this team features Mother Prim and her 3 puppies, and they are in fact the first ever bearded collie team to qualify for the Breeders' Competition final here.
So the pastoral breed, they're rectangular in their proportions, carrying their heads low like the pastoral dogs do when they're working, and a clean, long stride in front. Slight curl to the tail at the bottom of the tail. Very smart and going well, all of them going well together. Evenness in the head markings and the expressions. It is a spectacle, isn't it? It's marvellous.
It really does show the best of the best. Well, I think our judge, Moray Armstrong, has a tough task now to choose a winner from this shortlist of 8. He's had a good look at them, both standing and on the move. Now it comes down to decision time. Again, he's looking for evenness of type. And there will be 4 places.
And we're going in reverse order. In 4th place, it's the Mastiff. The Mastiff in 4th place.
Well, the vulnerable breed.
That was a wonderful
for
achievement. A wonderful achievement for them.
In 3rd, it is the Norfolk Terriers are in 3rd place. Congratulations to the Watercroft Kennel.
Now, who's going to be the runner-up? It's the Silkcroft soft-coated Wheatons. They went very well indeed. Lovely, even type, great movement.
And the winners, wow, it's the bearded collies.
Iris Edition Kennel, that's marvellous. Look.
I mentioned that this is the first time there's been a team of bearded collies to make the Breeders' Competition final, and they've come out on top.
And it's marvellous because it's relatively small kennel. They don't keep a lot of dogs, but there was such evenness of quality type there. Congratulations to them, marvellous achievement.
From the Iris Edition Kennel, Rachel Salter And we've seen Prim here with 3 of her puppies. The team's Prim, Sydney, Eliza and Iris. Sydney and Iris litter mates with their younger sister Eliza. And it has been a real family affair. It all started some 9 years ago with the breeding at Iris Edition. And Rachel's been competing at Crufts for 18 years. What does this do for a kennel, Frank, to achieve this gold standard?
It's a marvellous tribute to a kennel to produce evenness of type, quality dogs. You know, it's the best advert you can get for a good breeder, that their type and evenness and quality has been recognised in a tough competition like this.
Now, huge congratulations to Rachel and the team.
Yeah.
And we're about to listen. Let's have a listen to Rachel and her reaction.
Rachel looking a bit overcome by it all here.
Everything. I'm just so grateful to the team, all the way from Holland. And Prim's children, I'm so proud of them. It's just the best day.
Well, many congratulations, Rachel, and the Iris Edition Bearded Collies. Congratulations, the winners of the Breeders' Competition at
what it meant
Crufts.
to her. And some of her handlers have come from Holland to support her. Mother and 3 children, that's great, eh?
A lovely story for the Bearded Collies of Iris Edition, and they will do a lap of honour and be warmly received by the crowd here in this arena. So